Hey dear empaths, it's Peace. As always, I'm Lightworker Laura from Finland, and I'm a mindset coach, life coach, therapist, solution-based therapist, solution-based life coach, and healer, intuitive empath, and I'm also a lightworker and ENFJ, Earth Angel Starseed. And if you want to read more about me, do check out the text below. As always, it's always added below each video, where you also find the links on how to get in touch with me and my email address if you want to send me an email with your questions, if you want to consider working with me one-on-one, or you have some questions about my services, for example, you can send me an email, or you could just buy my self-help book. The link is also below, and of course my Linktree services link, where you see all of my services, like my monthly coaching programs for 3, 6, or 9 months for your life transformation, and also my 3 online courses for manifesting, transformation, and healing after narcissistic abuse experiences. When you want to be creating and attracting and manifesting your dream life, because that's how you're supposed to be living. So there's a bit of an introduction in case you're a new person here, or it's not clear to you yet what I am and who I am and what I do. So there's a bit of information, and of course I have also my freebies, and I did a bit of a blog and a podcast as well. I haven't been doing them anymore because of course my time is also limited. Like with everyone else on this planet Earth, we cannot do everything and be there for everything. So we have to be cutting some things off. So I have not been doing those. I've just been focusing mostly on my Instagram and YouTube channels. But yeah, so anyway. If you want to check out my freebies, my guides, my worksheets, also if you go to my Linktree link, you find them there. And of course, I do I do EFT sessions and NLP sessions, and I also do angel card readings and angel healing sessions if you are interested in working with me. But yeah, so I want to talk about this relationship subject today because, well, usually people come to me, of course, with their relationship issues. Likely they are dealing with a narcissistic ex, like I was many times in my life. And yesterday I talked about what's the real catalyst from my work was really. It was my toxic exes who I tried to heal and help and support and love and care for, to build a healthy relationship with. And of course, that was not going to happen because they were so immature and broken and toxic. So naturally, you cannot build a healthy relationship with a person like that. So today, I want to encourage you and support you with this, if this resonates, that if you're dealing with an ex and you broke up, maybe they left you, and especially if you are an empath, they just be a woman watching this video, as a woman to woman, of course I like to talk. So, a man is supposed to be usually the leader, the chaser. A man is supposed to be a strong, mentally, maybe even physically strong, but anyway, well, usually men are physically stronger than women. But anyway, so a man is supposed to be mentally, spiritually, emotionally, a strong masculine man who you can depend on as a sensitive woman, especially because you crave safety from your partner, and you deserve and you naturally want that safety, especially if you have lived an unsafe life. So a relationship is of course supposed to be balanced, and there has to be two people working together to have peace, to have a mature, a stable, a balanced, a normal, healthy relationship. And of course, if this work is not happening together, then of course the only option is to break up. Leave that person, cut that person off, divorce from that person. Sometimes it is the only option. And usually this means that this person was never meant for you. So that is the big reason why it's really not working out, because they are just not meant for you. Or they are just too immature, broken, and toxic. That can also be a big factor, like I said, of course. But in some cases, the truth can be that this person was never meant to be in your life, really. This person just appeared into your life to be a lesson, because everyone always teaches us something. Everyone is always giving us some sort of a lesson. It can be about boundaries, it can be about self-respect, for example. Usually these are the themes with relationships and with love issues. And yeah, I have helped thousands of people, hundreds and thousands of people online with these issues, and on the phone as well. And I just see, I've seen the same patterns. And so I also have my experience and my thoughts and realizations about the issues that I can talk about naturally. And so if you're dealing with this situation right now, just, especially if you're an empath, just be a woman, you need to know that you need to focus on yourself, on your own well-being, healing after the toxic relationship. And, if you guys just broke up or this man left you, what can you do? You should not chase this man. So this man has to, if this man is meant for you, if he's really truly meant for you and he has cared about you and he has loved you and he wanted to be in your life and he's interested, then it will show. It will show in his behavior. So all you need to do is just live your own life. Focus on yourself, take care of yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, accept yourself, and then if it's meant to be, then this man will come back. And then you can talk things out and, continue from that healthier state of mind. So that is my big advice. And whether you are a man or a woman watching this, but you are a sensitive empath, a highly sensitive person, and you've been through narcissistic abuse experiences, and you want to manifest and attract and create a healthy adult relationship with the opposite sex, of course you need to work on yourself first, because nobody can do that for you. So if there's some work left that you need to do, you will feel it within yourself, in your soul, in your entire being. Your body will tell you, your mind will tell you. And you have to do all of that healing work, that progress, surrendering to the healing, evolving, growing process. Because that's what life is ultimately about. We are here to create things and to be happy and healthy and thriving and to be, fulfilling our life purposes. And in order to do that, we have to learn and grow and evolve. There is not one without the other, because we don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. We are all here just learning, growing, and evolving as we go. And of course, what we have to do is be setting those energetic boundaries as well. So this is another important thing that I wanted to talk about today. Setting those energetic boundaries with people. What do you put up with? What you don't put up with? Because people need to know that, because you need to teach people how to treat you. Not everyone will automatically treat you like you wish them to treat you. Usually this does not happen. So you have to be clear on what your boundaries are and how you will communicate those boundaries out to the world. How you wish to be treated. Because you deserve respect as well, like everyone else. So in order to avoid unnecessary conflicts, for example, or avoid burnout and all of that, you just need to be clear on your boundaries. And this includes also ignoring the things that you don't want to call into your life. So whatever you're doing with whomever you're doing what you're doing, you always have to keep this in mind. And this should be something that we learn as children, but like in my case, I never learned. So I had to learn this the hard way, the really, really, really hardest way, actually. So, and just, you know, in my adulthood. Usually it happens when you are a childhood trauma survivor. You are really prone to people pleasing. So you don't recognize your own needs at all. You're just doing things for others. But that is why it's important for me as well to be talking about it. And if you work with me one-on-one, then, you know, the boundary thing and childhood trauma are pretty surely important themes in that as well. But yeah, so in order to live your life and build your confidence and heal and grow and evolve and learn and to, you know, stay away from your ex, stay away from your toxic ex, you know, be living your best life. You just have to be choosing yourself and surrendering to all of the healing process, growing and evolving and learning process. You have to be open to it. So otherwise it won't happen. And I'm here to help you. Yes, this is my work, this is my life purpose, and if you're interested in working with me, it's possible. But yeah, so I just see so many people usually, you know, struggling after breakup situations, and of course I've been there as well in my life many times. So it can be so hurtful, especially when you are a sensitive being with deep emotions and feelings and thoughts. And if you really loved that person and they were toxic to you, they were just hurting you and you are feeling used and abused, and taken advantage of, which is not okay, of course. And that is, again, a big boundary place. You have to be setting a boundary that you won't accept that kind of treatment anymore from anybody. And of course, everything starts from within, as always. So we attract basically what we are. So it reflects outside how you feel about yourself inside, inner world, outer world. When you fix and heal and, work on your inner world, your outside world, the 3D reality will follow along. And this is also what I have talked about in my videos, because it's also a big life lesson. It's a big realization to learn that we live basically in this matrix. And as spiritual beings, we have a lot of power. We have so much power that we don't always even acknowledge. And of course you don't acknowledge when you're a sensitive empath, they just be, and maybe you don't know your worth and you don't accept yourself the way you are, you don't love yourself, you don't know how to take care of yourself, for example. So it's a big thing to be realizing these things. And that is why I'm here to help you with this. And I have also struggled with these same things. So I'm always usually talking from my personal experience that I've been reflecting on and studying and finding out about for years and years and years, basically. But yeah, so it's important to be finding your place in this world, to be able to treat yourself the right way, to know what you want and deserve, so that your mindset is correct with people, so that people know how to treat you. People will understand you better when you are setting those boundaries and communicating them honestly and openly to others. And you don't have to be constantly angry or frustrated or feeling drained out or feeling burned out because you have not been setting those boundaries. You have not been able to communicate your needs and everything. So it is a very crucial way to be taking care of yourself and your energy. Who really deserves your attention? Who deserves access to you? Especially nowadays with the internet and social media, it seems like people don't understand their boundaries anymore. I've seen so much cyberbullying and all of that, so I'm just very fed up with it all. And also, you have to remember, as a sensitive empath, that you should not be too nice. So being a kind person is, of course, a gift. Being a sensitive person, it's a superpower, it's a gift. But you are not here to be used and abused and disrespected and taken advantage of. And you are not a doormat. You are not here to be walked all over. And you're not here to be bullied and harassed and hurt all the time by others. You're not here for those things. So, you have to stop being too nice. Because if you are too nice, then these things will happen, because it means that you don't have those boundaries in place when you are too nice. So you can be kind, you can be your own self, your own sensitive self, and you should be. But also that you're not too nice. That you remember, you own you acknowledge, you feel, you sense your own worth. and what you want and deserve and who you are and what you're here to do with your life, how you want to live your life. You decide, no one else. Nobody gets to have that power over you anymore. Not even your narcissistic ex who you loved. And especially those narcissistic people don't deserve that. Because all they do is try to have power over people, and that's not healthy. It's not acceptable. Okay? So yeah, I think this is my coaching video for now, today. I'm not sure if I'm making more videos today, but anyway, these are what I wanted to get out to you today. So I hope this resonates, and as always, thanks for being a subscriber and my client and active follower, and I wish you well. And as always, don't hesitate to get in touch with me if you are interested in working with me. But as always, I do recommend that you buy my book if you have not already. If you're struggling and you're wondering what your next move should be, you don't know how to take care of yourself, my book will help you with all of that. So check out the link and read more about it and purchase it and write a nice review on Amazon. Much love. Namaste.